Gonna make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, man. What's up with everybody? I gotta go get some milk too. I gotta go back out and get a gallon of milk. Let me see what time the store closed. I might not be able to stay on here with y'all that long, man. I gotta go get a gallon of milk. I'm low on the milk. See the milk low? The milk low, man. Can't have the milk low. Make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. There goes somebody came in here. Hit that like button when you come in here. Make sure you hit that like button. Hit that like button. Shout out to Angie Stone, man. Angie Stone died. I wonder how she died. How did she die? Where my plate at, y'all? Where my plate? I know I'm live because one person already in here, but it ain't nobody. Wait on the room to fill up a little bit. I gotta see what time the grocery store closed. Yo, did you see the price of eggs, man? Who's that? Space Hopper. What's up, man? What's going on with you? Let me turn the volume down. What's up with the people, y'all? All right, so I'm gonna make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button, man. Perpetual Learner, what up? Jersey Rich, Sports Talk, what up? All right, y'all, so we're going to go with the peanut butter and jelly. That's your other page. Paul Cooper, what's up, man? So we're going to do the peanut butter and jelly. And then we got the Dave's Super Bread. Dave's Killer Bread. Yo, at Trader Joe's here in Jersey, all you can get when you go in there is 1 dozen eggs, man. 1 dozen. That's it. So I had to go in, get a dozen eggs, go outside, put my bags in the car, then walk back in and buy another dozen. Because me and Lil Sean go through it. I go through 2 dozen eggs in a week. Easy. I go through two dozen eggs in a week. Jersey Rich, I see you. Put your other channel up there, chilling. Just found the channel 3 weeks ago. I know most of the older fans want the old content, but I think you have a talent for breaking down paperwork. Keep it up. Appreciate you, Space Hooper. Look at that peanut butter on there. Shout out to everybody, man. Free Cuffy. Shout out to my nigga Bebe. Shout out to Tamara. All right, so we got the peanut butter. I got the peanuts. Charles Brown, when you would cut carbs, how long would you go if you really trying to have the abs for the summer? You got to cut. I cut them. I fast, Charles. You got to cut them all the way down, right? So for me, I don't know about you. I don't know your body type. I don't know your metabolism. I'm a 56-year-old man. I'm a 56-year-old man. I'm short and stocky. So my metabolism, I gain weight quick. Right? So for me personally, I got to be real careful with carbohydrates because I'll blow up. For me, I got the dead to carbs, 100% dead to carbs, especially simple carbohydrates, right? No muffins, no Hershey bars, no Butterfingers, no M&Ms, no cupcakes, no donuts, all the shit I like, right? No bread. You know what I'm saying? I'm eating bread. Let's see the carbohydrates on this. So 12 grams of carbs per slice, right? So it's 24 grams of carbs. This is 24 grams of carbs. So, like for me, hold on, y'all. Let me move this out the way. Let me move this out the way so I can move the phone back. Hold on. Hold up. Hey, hold up. So, like, for me, I gotta I don't follow boxing, man. What's going on, man? I don't like for me to get the look that I want, I like to be lean. I like to be cut up. I like my veins to pop. I like for my turtle shell to show. I like for my abs to show without me having to flex, right? I like for my abs to show when I'm just walking around talking regular. I like for my turtle shell to be there, right? And when I fast and cut my carbs all the way down, I do a coffee and water fast, right? And when I do that, then I get the look that I want. You know what I'm saying? And then I follow a low glycemic index foods diet, which is very low to zero carbs. And then I can stay lean and looking the look how I want to look. You understand? Now that's me and my body. You can't listen to me. You can't listen to me and apply what I do to you because you different from me. You got a different genetic makeup. You may be of a different racial ethnic group. You could be of the same racial ethnic group as I am. You could be a foundational Black American. You could be whatever. Uh, you know, you may have a different metabolism. You may be younger than me. You may be older than me. I learned my body. I don't go on YouTube and follow an influencer and listen to this influencer, what they do and how they got the look that they got. Then I go listen to this influencer and listen to how they got the look that they got. And then listen to this. I don't do that because I'm not them. I'm different from them, right? I don't know if they're on supplements. I don't know if they're taking what's those things? Hydroxycut. I don't know if they're taking creatine, if they're taking steroids, if they're taking protein powder, if they're taking TRT, if they're taking HGH. I don't know. And a lot of dudes are not gonna be forthright and tell you, right, that they on something. They not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Genetics plays a part into it. But what I did was I learned my body. I learned my body. I don't take protein powder. I don't lift weights. Malik King, what up? I don't take creatine. I don't take steroids. I don't take Viagra. My dick works perfectly. I like women. I have sex with women. You know, I have no problem. I'm 56 years old. When I want to get with a honey, I don't have no problem getting an erection when I'm with the woman. Okay. I don't take any of that. I don't take TRT. I don't take nothing, man. You know, I eat pork. I eat beef. I eat fish. I eat chicken. Uh, I drink milk. You know what I'm saying? I eat dairy. I don't listen. I don't listen to you. I don't listen to nobody. What nobody else's do. I don't care what you do. I don't care what kind of weights you lift. And I do the same workout every day. I haven't had a gym membership since 2018. I stopped going to the gym. I don't lift no weights. I do all calisthenics, and I do the same workout over and over. Calisthenics. This dude said something about Morgantown. Let me see what he said. Yo, was that camp in Morgantown? I was at the camp in Pensacola. We had weights though. There was weights at Morgantown. You know, when I was at Morgantown, it was not a camp. I think Morgantown is a camp now. When I was at Morgantown in 2014, 2015, Morgantown was an FCI. There was 1,200 niggas on the compound. We wore khakis and we had a shoe. You know, was it a minimum security low? Absolutely. We didn't have no fence, but it wasn't no camp. At camps, they wear greens. And camps usually have 200 to 300 inmates. But we had a weight pile there. Look at that jelly on there. So that's what I do. So I don't listen to nobody, man. You know what I'm saying? So I get one slice of bread, fold it over. Jackie Houston, what's up? Why did you stop weights and change to calisthenics? When I lifted weights, Juanita, what's up, baby? How you doing? When I lifted weights, for me, I stayed hungry all of the time. With weights, I have a constant appetite, right? So with that constant appetite, that means I'm constantly eating. And it's taking away my cuts because, you know, I'm eating carbs and a lot of protein. And then I constantly stayed sore. I constantly stayed injured with weights. Nagging shoulder, nagging elbow, nagging back. You know, and any day that I went to failure, then the next day I had to take a rest day because I beat my body down so bad with the weights that you got to take rest days. And like I say, I don't take no protein powder, no creatine, none of that. So I'm not taking nothing to recover. You understand? I'm just going straight with it. With calisthenics, now with the weights, right? Hankin TV, what up? Yeah, I backed up off the sugar. With the weights, I was bigger, but I didn't have the look. Sydney, Australia, what's up? Essex County, New Jersey, what up? The weights had me bigger, it had me stronger, but I didn't have that look. You know what I'm saying? All I had was a t-shirt body or a sweatshirt body. But when I pulled my sweatshirt off or my t-shirt off, I was big and strong, but I didn't look like nothing. With calisthenics, I could be strong, lean, and I could look money. For me, it's all about the look. right? When the summer's right, when it's hot out, I like to walk around with my shirt off. And it's all about how you look, to me. And I could do calisthenics 30 days in a row and not take a day off and not be so sore the next day that I can't work out. You understand? Give the video a thumbs up, man. Jackie Houston, that lean look is better, higher rep, low carbs with cardio. Love from Nepal. What's up, Nepal? What's up, y'all? I got the dope peanut butter and jelly. Got the dope peanut butter and jelly. You know, this jelly's got sugar, 7 grams of added sugar. The bread's got carbs. So I do allow myself to eat sugar and carbs here and there, but I know how to cut them off when I want to. Yeah, I gotta see what time the store closed. Hold on. It closed at 10. So I'm gonna stay on here with y'all for a little while. Little Sean in there. Sean, come here. Come here. You just gotta quit. That's it.
What's up?
What you doing?
Playing on the game.
Roblox? Where Callie at?
She fell asleep.
You ain't got nobody else to play with? Why didn't you cover Cuffy run off on the plug? You know I did that, but I don't believe he did that because that was Tammy Cowens' testimony, and she has no credibility. If you've been following me, excuse me, and me doing the analysis on Tammy Cowens, she's a liar. Everything that she was saying before Cuffy and them got busted was the truth. But when Cuffy and them got busted and the threats started to come, then she started to lie. And that's when she said that Cuffy, Suarez called back and says Cuffy didn't pay him. I don't believe that now. I reported that because I'm coming from the paperwork, but I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Because when I interviewed Cuffy, Cuffy said Suarez was a good dude. I don't believe it. Yeah. I've been clean. I've been clean from drugs and alcohol for 34 years. I used to get drunk every day. I don't drink. I don't smoke weed. I don't sniff blow. I don't do no drugs at all. And it was hard to stop. But it's either the question comes down to it, do you want to live or do you want to die? That's the ultimate question. Meech got a legitimate time reduction, Andrew Green. So why are you still chasing the fictitious snitch? I'm not chasing nothing, Andrew. I was the first one to report that he got 2 legitimate time cuts. Don't come at me like I'm ignoring that. I did a whole video on that. So what are you saying? I'm not chasing nothing. I'm reading the paperwork. Did they get cuffed on the Suarez case or an attempted buy from DA introduced by Tammy? 2 shot of 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the audio was bad. You know, his audio is not going to be. It's not like we got all of them in a podcast room and said, "Okay, y'all talk." You know, obviously the audio is not going to be great, but there was enough there. It is what it is. Listen. I'm coming straight from the paperwork, right? But I'm in the Cuffy camp. Full disclosure. You know, Cuffy got jerked in this whole thing, man. He got done wrong. Cuffy got done wrong by the prosecution, by the United States government. They allowed a witness who perjured herself under oath on the stand. One, the same star witness, this is their number one witness, had an possibly, but it's reported, let's go, if we're going to go with that scenario, an illicit, out of bounds sexual relationship with the DEA agent involved in an active investigation. 2, 3, she contradicted everything that she signed her name to in a sworn affidavit. Perjury. That's 3 things. That's 3 things. Yet her testimony was allowed to be used against Cuff. That's no good, man. And she didn't get prosecuted. You be watching like General Hospital, Devon Wilson. What up? If you listen to the interview I did with Cuff, this case, the Tammy Cowens case, was the predicate case. It was the underlying case that allowed the government to then do a superseding indictment and stack on cases based upon the case with Tammy Cowens. So that was the important case. None of those wiretaps, none of that stuff should have been allowed. Ask yourself that question. If you was in court, would you like it if there was a witness testifying against you that had the same characteristics as a Tammy Cowens and they still used her testimony against you? Do you think that would be fair? So I'm with Cuff, 100%. 100%. He comes off as real genuine to me. He comes off as real sincere to me. He is out front speaking on his situation, defending himself. I've done a video. So listen, if you find any paperwork on Cuff that he's a rat, send it to me. I'll do a video. Nobody has produced nothing. All they do is send me 4 and 5 pages of some document he's in about these 2 other guys, but nothing that says boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Brown Edition say it's all sealed. I really started to feel like she tried to set me up so he wouldn't come home and cuff me so she could have the movie and Meech's rights. I like the fish tank sound in the background. Thank you, Wanderer 427. Detroit in the building. What's up, man? Detroit player 313. And I want to say this, man. Let me go ahead and say this. And I'm gonna put up another video tomorrow. Shout out to all the niggas in Detroit. And shout out to all the niggas in St. Louis. Shout out to both of y'all. Right? I got niggas in Detroit that are anti-Meech, pro-Cuffy. And I got niggas in St. Louis that are anti-Cuffy, pro-Meech. So it's not Detroit versus St. Louis or St. Louis versus Detroit. You know, this comes down to 2 men. This comes down to 2 men, irrespective of where they're from. You know, one man's paperwork don't look good, and that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. You know, it's not me. You know, it ain't Cuffy. It ain't Bebe. It ain't Tammy Cowens. It ain't the Super Bowl. It ain't the World Series. It ain't the NBA. It ain't the Republicans. It ain't the Democrats. It's not the Senate. It's not Europe. It's not Asia. It's not Africa. It's not South America. It's not up north, the West Coast, East Coast, down south, Midwest. It's none of that. One man's paperwork doesn't look good and it's shaky. And that's it. That's it. And in all accountability, see, I went to prison. Because of my own actions, my own choices, my own judgment, my own decisions, my own behavior got me where it got me, whether it was good or bad in my whole life. And when I took accountability for that, that's when things started to change. Now, Big Meech is where he is because of his own decisions, his own choices, his own judgment, his own behavior. Nobody just stuck him there. He arrived where he is because of that, as well as Cuffy. All of us, all 8 billion people, we end up where we end up because of our decisions. But the thing is this, you know, Meech's paperwork is no good. Meech's paperwork is no good. There's no way, you know, and you can get emotional, you know what I'm saying? You can get emotional and go into denial of about the reality. You can go into denial. You can go into denial about the reality. You can go into denial about the reality. You can talk about, but Sean, what about this? Woulda, coulda, shoulda, that. But maybe this. But Sean, what you think about this right here? What about this scenario? And you know what I'm gonna say to you? When you talk about the reality. Well, Sean, maybe, you know what I'm saying? This right here, we don't, all of this speculation, all of this conjecture, all of this guesswork, all of this emotional feeling, you understand? I'm going to always bring you back to this. I've read every motherfucking page. Every page. And this is where I come from. When I do my videos, that's where I come from. All of my thumbnails on my videos got me on it. I don't do a video. I got Meech in the thumbnail, Cuffy in the thumbnail. The video opens up, there's music, memes, pictures, this, music, weed smoke, this, none of that. None of that. No, I'm not a lawyer. I'm going straight from the paperwork, right? Because I know how this go. I've been to federal prison. I know how this go, right? This is a part of the process. That's it. So, you know, I'm not interested. Sean, go watch this video. But he said this, he said that. I don't care what nobody else said. I do not care what nobody else said. I don't have to care because I've read the paperwork. That's it. I don't need to listen to somebody else to give me their opinion about what they think. You understand? And they got their opinion about what they think from another YouTuber. And that YouTuber ain't read the paperwork. I don't listen to nobody. What I have done, and I've told myself, I said, Sean, don't listen to the noise. Don't listen to the noise. Right? Do your research. I take this motherfucking paperwork and I go to the library. And I'm in the library an hour, 2 hours. Reading. I come home, I put on my suit, and I turn the camera on, and I hit the record button. And everything I comes straight from the paperwork. Now, if you are not masculine enough, right, to admit truth, when you see truth, that's not my problem. That's not my problem. See, my drug addiction was my problem. My alcoholism was my problem. My criminal life, my criminal activity was my problem. Right? And I had to fix my problem. Right? So I'm accountable to me. Right? So I lost my train of thought. What was I trying to say there? What was I trying to say? You know, this is where I was going. So as a man, I have to deal with reality, right? Even if it's not in my favor. Even if it's not in my favor. Can you speak on why a bail hearing is under seal? Whose bail hearing? My bail hearing? And it's okay to disagree. I accept all disagreement. I accept all disagreement. We're all not going to agree, right? You got a motion to suppress in Frank's hearing. I got that too. It's about interpretation. Everybody read the Bible but interpreted different, bro. So we disagree with your interpretation of the word. That's fine. I can accept that. Well, I can accept that. You don't have to agree. I'm looking for knowledge in general. I don't know the answer to your question. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna share this with you. What's up, Justine? I see you. When I first started doing this, I attempted to convince everybody to see the case my way. And I assumed that based upon the paperwork, that all 8 billion people were going to see what I saw. And that was a bad expectation on my part, because we're all different, and we're all going to see things differently. If I hold this up and there's 165 people in this live right now, and I say, what do you see? I hold this up like this. I come over here and I say, what do you see? There's going to be 165 different perceptions of what they see. And that's life. And I understand everybody's not going to agree with me. And that's okay. That's what makes the world go round. But the fact of the matter is that if you have not read this, there's no way possible that you can have a discussion with me about this case. And I got 210 more pages that I have to print out that I'm going to read. I told y'all already, somebody that I know that I was in prison with called me on Meech's side. Yo, Sean, man, I don't know, bruh, what you saying, bruh. And I asked him, my first question was, have you read any paperwork? He said, no. I said, then you can't even have a discussion with me about this if you haven't done that. And I'm telling all of y'all, if you have not sat down and read the paperwork and comprehended the paperwork, then all you talking about is your thoughts and emotions. Factless, that are not fact-based. Everything I'm dealing with is based on the paperwork. And you have to be able to read it. Then once you read it, you have to be able to comprehend it. Once you comprehend it, you have to be able to present it. Once you're able to present it, you have to be able to articulate it. And once you're able to articulate it, you have to be able to explain it. Right? Once you're able to explain it, you have to be able to deliver it coherently so that people can understand. That's 6 things that I have to do every day when I get on this camera. And everybody can't do that. I would venture to say that there are only no more than 3 or 4 YouTubers and podcasters who actually read the paperwork. DC Blacks is one of them. I think his name is I forgot. What's the dude's name from DC Blacks? I talked to him on the phone. He sent me one time, Eyon. He reads the paperwork. I've had discussions with him about documents, language in the documents. Eon reads the paperwork. 100%. He did Fed time. He knows how this goes. Big Meech knows how this goes. Cuffy knows how this goes. They all know how to go. If anybody's been to federal prison, they know how this goes. The black girl down in Florida, Henny. Who is that saying that? Murder Mitten TV. What's up, Clips? The black girl in Florida, she reads it too. Y'all go follow her on her Instagram. So that's it. Meech has a 5K1. It's in the paperwork. Where? Knowledge is power. Where? I haven't seen one. So that's it. I gotta go get a gallon of milk from the store. L famous Boogie Down G for real. What up? Baby know how it go. Baby know how it go. They all know how it go. Well, I don't think people care. It's entertainment. It's pretty much entertainment, right? And it's a pretty interesting. It's the most perplexing. This case is a puzzle, man. It's very, very perplexing. It's complex. It's very convoluted. It's a hell of a thing. Oh man, this is a motion picture. This is a motion picture. Bro, catch the store before the fight. Come on, you burning the night. I don't watch the fights, man. I'm not watching the fight. What grounds they deny Frank's hearing on? That's a great question. Do you know how difficult it is to get a Frank's hearing, man? Frank's hearings aren't things where you wake up, you fill out a motion and say, I want a Frank's hearing. And the government says, okay, you got it. No, there has to be a compelling argument as to why the government is going to grant you their governmental resources and their time to hear you out in a Frank's hearing. So the fact that Cuffy did get a Frank's hearing means something. It means something. It means something. $50 Cent and Clough hurt about a movie. You got to write in complete sentences, man. This is a scholarly channel. I'm not a gangster. I'm a scholar. You know, if you watch my content, you know that this is a scholarly channel. So you got to write in complete sentences here, coherent. This is what I'm talking about. John Nasser, how do you feel about my man last 30 days? You already know, Ja. You already know. Cash money. Cash money. Leadership. G Real, Trey Whiff. Yeah, they laughing. I'm a scholar, man. I ain't no gangster, man. Why does everyone believe Tammy? Who believes her? This is a scholarly channel, man. A lot of y'all just met me, so you just found me just now, but I've been on this. I've been on YouTube since 2018. Ninth intellect. You getting ready to get blocked, ninth intellect. Stop with the stupid shit. I'm gonna block you. That's a great question, Brad. Brad, that's a great question. That's a great question. The question is, where's Brad? Yo, Sean, did Meech know Tammy did Terry White dirty? According to the paperwork, Terry White rode in the car with Tammy to visit Meech in prison. Tell me. What books you read that changed the way you think? As a Man Thinketh by James Allen, The Kabbalion, The Art of War by Sun Tzu, The Art of War by Machiavelli, A Book of Five Rings by Miyamoto Musashi, The Prince by Niccolo Machiavelli, The Discourses by Niccolo Machiavelli, The Richest Man in Babylon by George Clason, The Count of Monte Cristo by the half black, the half Haitian, half French dude. Who wrote The Three Musketeers? What's that dude's? Alexander Dumas. A lot of books, man. Mississippi 1000. You got to get out of your friend basement. You talking to me? Or you talking to somebody else? Knowledge is power. Why did Meech try to seal the majority of his paperwork, but his 5K1 is available through FOI request? I have a copy. Email it to me. Email it to me. Knowledge is power. The podcast was sold at gmail.com. Email it to me. Sean G, right or wrong, paperwork there for the main reason to put in black and white that yes, he told and there is, and here is his reduction, or no, he didn't, and no reduction. My W, I don't understand what you wrote. What do you think? What do you think Tammy did to get Meech life rights? I don't know. Let me ask y'all a question. Can I ask y'all a question? If I can ask y'all a question, put an 8 in the live chat. If I can ask you guys a question, put an 8 in the live chat. Okay. Now I'm addressing this question to everybody that put an 8 in the live chat. Would you give your life rights and movie rights and power of attorney to another person with no compensation in return for free? If it's a yes, put yes. If it's a no, put no. Would you give your life rights and power of attorney to another individual for free, just on the strength, with no compensation in return, when your whole life has been about, I give you this, you give me money. I give you something, you give me something. So the question becomes, what was his compensation for giving her that? And then why didn't he give it to his sister Danielle? Why didn't he give it to his mother? That's the question. Yes, if that person is college educated and knows something about the business world. Okay, 313, I see you. Could have been love. Rosella says it was a barter. Rosella Turner. So that's my question. You know? No. The conversation was tainting Keith Cromer by saying she slept with him. Good point. You know, this case is so complex, but it's very, very interesting. I'm having so much fun. Ebony J, what up? No, I would not give power of attorney, but I think he promised her his pseudo wife. I'm having so much fun reading this case, man, because it's so interesting. But I really want to help Cuffy. That's really where I'm at with it. I don't even care about Meech and what he did. I don't even care about him no more. You know, that's my thing. We didn't eat nothing, Juanita. Sean had some Wingstop. He had a 10-piece. And I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Reads Cuffy's paperwork. Isn't Meech's paperwork? Isn't this Cuffy's paperwork too? Isn't both of these their paperwork? All of this stuff that I'm reading is Cuffy's paperwork. This is the United States versus Dion Gatlin. Y'all want me to find something? You want to find something so bad on Cuffy? Find it, and send it to me. Cuffy is solid, man. I believe everybody I done talked to, man. Nobody has said nothing bad about this man. Not one person. I don't know nothing, Brian. Don't tell me what I know, that his paperwork is sealed. His whole case can't be sealed, man. If there was somebody, if Cuffy was a rat, there would be somebody somewhere. Believe me, within the last 3 weeks, somebody would have produced something. Somebody would have produced something. What have we learned from this case? That anything is possible. Can I ask y'all another question? If I can ask you guys another question, put an 8 in the live chat. Thomas York, what up? The new Norman Candles, what up? If I can ask y'all another question, put an 8 in the live chat. Okay, here's my question. Here's my question. Is it a good sign that you've been knowing someone since 1991? You've been knowing someone for 23 years. Y'all have been friends. I ate at your mother's house. I ate your mother's cooking. You ate at my mother's house. You ate my mother's cooking. I've been knowing you for 23 years. And then when I get busted, I reach out to you and I don't hear from you. You cut off all communication to me. You don't reach back at all. Is that a good sign or a bad sign? Put it up. Yes or no? No, put good sign or bad sign. Type it in. You cut off all communication when I get busted. And from somebody you introduced me to. So that's it. not good. Even if it's just even if it's just, yo, man, I just wanted to get back to you. I heard you was wanting to speak to me. I don't want to talk too much on this phone, but you all right? You need something? You need me to call your mother? You need me to call your daughter? You need me to call your son? What do you need me to do? You all right? All right, later. Not even that? Come on, man. You tell me. Y'all hear my fish tank? Y'all hear my fish tank? I'm on my live. Who's that? You see? Hey, what's up? Thank you, thank you, thank you. You look just like your sister. All right.
You on live?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Y'all hear my fish tank? NH, fair to read it all. If you was in the pen, you will have to read sentencing transcripts. Right. No call, no contact, no nothing. What's up, James White? James Mitchell. I don't know who CS2 is. NH, you been in the feds before? H, anybody in here been in the feds? If you've been in the feds before, anybody in the live chat that did Fed time, put a number 4 in the live chat. And be honest. Don't just put it up there if you ain't never did it. If you've done federal prison time, especially if you've done it in a USP. C Black, where you was at? Tyler, you did state time. Okay. D, where you was at? You was in Morgantown, BJ Chang? I don't believe you. Okay, so y'all did. Where did you do it at? I don't believe some of y'all. Milan in Morgantown, Forest City, Florence, Texarkana. Okay. Hey, C Black. I'm gonna talk to C Black. Andrew Green, Victorville. Long Park, Sheridan, Mendon. All right, so all the dudes, let me ask y'all this. All the dudes that did Fed time. Is this paperwork on Meech? Is it good enough? Is it clean enough? Yes or no? Not to say he would get ran off the yard or he'd get killed or whatever, but is it good enough? C Black say hell no. At places, at some of them USPs, it wouldn't work at all. Ain't no question. Thomas Dawson, what up, man? I self-surrendered. No good, man. Not my fault. Bloody Beaumont USP would got, yeah. Bloody Beaumont USP Meach would not get ran off the yard. He would be good. We would have ran Cuff up because the work don't prove. All right. Juan Rivera. No, Juan Racist. When you get jammed up, you know who jammed you up. Tell him, Juan. You don't see no flaw in the work? Truck and Dalvin. Have you read the paperwork? Have you read it? Cuff was gullible. How was he gullible? He knew the guy for 25 years, 23 years. Gullible. What you talking about? Detroit gossip. After all this, what's your final thoughts on this situation? I'm still working, Detroit gossip. I got a lot more reading to do. How can she get paid and the third party cooperation? I don't know, man. I don't know. Sean G, what do you think about Blue and Cuffy still being in contact? I don't know. I have no opinion on that. C Black, bruh, the first affidavit from the Franks hearing says everything you need to know. Problem is, motherfuckers don't want to believe Meech did that shit. He's damn near a celebrity. The first affidavit is the one that's, you've been following me. If you following me, you know that's the one that I think is the best. I'm not gonna read. I already presented a lot of the stuff. Rest in peace to Angie Stone. He allowed himself to. You sound stupid, man. Get your dumb ass out of here. He allowed himself to be tricked off the streets after already serving time. You sound stupid with your fake profile. Get your ass up out of here. Mr. House, everyone's making emotional responses without reading the facts. People lie. Paperwork don't. Mr. House, check him out, y'all. Tammy has no credibility. She was protecting the agent. The point is, you can't prove Meech put him in prison. Did you read the paperwork? Have you read the paperwork? Rise and fall of drill game over. Rise and fall of drill game over. You read the paperwork? How much? What have you read? What documents have you read? Put it up right now within the next 18 seconds so that you don't have to go search online and then come back 3 minutes later. What paperwork have you read? Rise and fall of drill game over. The point is you can't prove Meech put him in prison. Put that up there. Hurry up. I've been watching your show a minute, bro. Right, but what paperwork have you read? What paperwork have you read? And I thank you for watching, man. Appreciate you. But what paperwork have you read that you can make? My question is what paperwork you got. My question is what paperwork you got say he rapped for sure. Well, you're not gonna see rise and fall. Is there a sentencing transcript with him standing in front of the prosecution, standing with the prosecutor at trial, and the prosecutor saying, Judge, Demetrius Flannery supplied substantial assistance in us being able to get a conviction on Cuffy? That would be one way that cooperation is done, right? That's overt. There would be a Rule 35B, right? Which we don't know because a lot of the documents are sealed, right? You're not going to see none of that, right? In a high profile case like this. But if you read the paperwork, right? And if you've been watching me, you make your own opinion. You make your own judgment, man. You know what I'm saying? I understand your point of view. I'm just saying if he did it, he didn't so stick it room for doubt. Listen, I don't think that anybody thought that Cuffy was going to take it to the extent that he took it and that people were going to get found out. And, that's what happened, man. Oh, I'm beat. I gotta go get a gallon of milk, y'all. Let me get up out of here. Tired, T-Roller, the coldest, tired, man. Working hard. Sean, doesn't the paperwork state that Tammy said that Cuffy called her while in the car with Cromer? That was Tammy's statement. All of Tammy's statements are lies. In that first affidavit, rise and fall, in that first affidavit, it clearly states, this is the one that Tammy Cowan sworn to. This is the one that was real. This is before she got found out that Demetrius Flannery told her to get in touch with Suarez and Cuffy to do a drug deal. That's in the paperwork. That's in the affidavit. What more do you need? What more do you need? Now, I don't think I'm gonna make no cereal yet. Expect loyalty from nobody. That's right. Loyalty to yourself is first and foremost. 313 AOD Sean. There would be a signed agreement if Meech accepted third party. Come on, not you know this. Meech has nothing sealed, but Cuff does. 313, man. You got it, man. Whatever you say. I don't know. I don't know every aspect of this case. Like I said, And I'm gonna leave y'all with this. This is what I've done. This is what I've done. This is what I've done. Everybody, every video that I put up has been coherent, well articulated. I've done a fantastic job of presenting the information. I've done an outstanding job of comprehending and interpreting the information. My presentation has been flawless. I made a mistake, but I cleaned it up, and it may not be a mistake after all. I'm going to put up another video either tomorrow or Monday, and it's going to clarify that. I am pro Cuffy. I believe Cuffy. I believe Cuffy. But even in my biasness and my belief in Cuffy, I still have remained, my integrity is intact because I've presented the information straight from the paperwork. Straight from the paperwork. Whether you like me or you do not like me. Whether you like Meech or you do not like Meech. Whether you like Cuffy or you do not like Cuffy. I have come straight from the documents. Right? And to my knowledge, nobody on the internet, nobody on YouTube has done the level of research that I have done. Nobody. What you've seen people do is rip down my content, take my whole video, and put it on their page. That's what you have seen me do. And that's fine, right? They want to steal my content. That's fine. Knock yourself out. It's free promotion for me. But indirectly, it's them letting the world know that even though this video is on my page, I'm not the premier authority on this topic. This dude that's on my page is. So everybody ends up coming to my page anyway. Like I say, I done did Fed time. I done been on a federal prison compound. I done seen niggas get confronted on the compound about their paperwork. I've seen this. Right? So I'm not just some nigga around the corner standing in front of the liquor store talking about this. I've lived this. You know? And do I profess to know everything about it? No. But I've done a damn good job looking at this thing. Damn good. Damn good. Damn good. You can come in here tonight. You can wake me up at 3:36 in the morning and ask me a question about anything in that paperwork, and I'll be able to give it to you off the top of the dome, fresh out my sleep, because I've read every motherfucking line. Every line. I've read every line. And that's the best that I can do. I'm not here to make friends. I'm not here to get you to like me. I'm not here to persuade you to see it my way. You see it whatever way you want to see it. I don't care. Read it for yourself. You understand? Ain't no question she lied. Let me get out of here, y'all. I gotta go get a. I gotta go get a. I gotta go get a gallon of milk. I appreciate y'all. Thank everybody for watching. I got another video in the can. I may drop it tomorrow. I may not. If I don't drop no video tomorrow, I'll drop one on Monday. You best believe. And then next week, I'm gonna finish up on Jack Harvey cross-examination, and then I'm gonna jump into Keith Cromer's cross-examination the whole week, and then I got the whole St. Louis DEA cross-examination. I got a lot of good stuff coming up, so I'll see y'all later. Peace. Go listen to this on Spotify. Follow me on Spotify too, and Instagram. The podcast was so chocolate. Good night. Peace. Darnell Dixon. Peace. 313 AO80. Peace. My man C Black. Peace to the God.